Weebly users, are you ready to get going with your student teaching pages? During student teaching, you are going to provide artifacts and reasoning statements for each element of the 5 teacher quality standards that we have in Colorado. So, if you'll navigate to your standard 1 page under student teaching, notice that you're going to put the text of the standard in the header, and there may be parts that are specific to elementary and secondary teachers. If it doesn't apply to you in your licensing that you will receive, then go ahead and delete it. People like art and music teachers, go ahead and leave both, because those will be expectations for you since you have a K-12 license, or will have. Then we're going to take each element and we're going to put the text of the element in there, along with a space for you to add your reasoning statement. Your reasoning statement is a paragraph that you'll write that tells us why this artifact that you have provided and created meets this element of Standard 1. And so just having the space for that right now is what we're going to do, and we're going to add a placeholder for your artifact. We're going to do that for each of the teacher quality standards and the elements within them. So I'm going to have you start by going into Schoology. If you will navigate to the introduction folder, you will see the Colorado Teacher Quality Standards as a Word document. This was updated in fall of 2017. So go ahead and open that. You can download this document and copy and paste from the downloaded document, or you can select the selection tool and copy and paste from within this tool. So once you have it copied, you're going to go over to your Weebly site and you are going to paste the text of the standard. Now notice I actually broke Standard 1 up into 2 boxes. The header box, I put the content of the standard, and then I put another text box in there to put the specifics for elementary and secondary teachers. You get to be creative and design this like you want. We'll talk in class next week about how to make it really polished and look nice. What I want you to do now is to just get the content in there. So I'm going to have you go to Build in the top menu bar and make sure you see all of the tools. In the top right-hand corner, you'll see the text box tool. I'm going to have you drag one of those over and then go to your teacher quality standards. This time, you are going to select the element A and copy that and put it into the text box. I'm going to recommend that you use a separate text box for each element, and I'll show you why in just a minute. You'll notice that when I copied this, it kind of wrapped at the end of Colorado, and then academic standards is on a new line. Sometimes you might have to place your cursor to the right of that second line, to the left of academic, and hit the backspace. There was some formatting in there that we copied over. It must have been a return rather than a space, so I'll need to add back in the space. And then my text wraps through the whole text box. Now you can arrange your element, your reasoning statement, and your artifacts however you want. For this example, I'm now going to go get the File tool and drag it over until I see the blue line that's showing up right below the first line of text of my element. And I'm going to release so that it shows up right below my element. So my element will tell what I'm supposed to do, and then I'll upload an artifact. I'm going to go back up to my text box and I'm going to drag another one. I want my reasoning statement to position just to the right of my file that I upload as my artifact. So I'm going to bring that text box over until I see a blue line on the right hand side of that file upload component. Once I see that blue line, I release And you'll notice that the placeholder for my reasoning statement shows up in a second column. Okay, so I have my element up top, my artifact will go to the left, and my reasoning statement can go to the right. If you prefer, like I showed you earlier, you can put your reasoning statement on the left and your artifact on the right. And if you prefer a different way, let's say I want 3 columns, then I could click and drag in the box with all the dots. I drag up until the blue bar appears on the right-hand side next to the text box. I'll drop that. Now see how I've made 2 columns? For the element, here's the file I'm going to upload. And then let's say I want to bring the reasoning statement next to that into a 3rd column. So you get to choose how that looks. Now I notice back over in my element when I change the size of that text box, it's doing some funny wrapping there. So I'm going to click to the left of the I in individual needs. I'm going to hit the backspace key. I deleted a carriage return that was in there, and I'll put in a space, and my text alignment looks much nicer. So don't worry right now so much about all of the making it pretty. If you'll just get all of the standards, the elements, and the reasoning statements and the document holder places positioned, then we will take care of making it pretty next time we meet in class. So make sure you do that process for Standard 1 with the elements A, B, and C, Standard 2 with elements A through D, Standard 3 has quite a few more elements, A through F, Standard 4 has just a couple of elements, A and B, and Standard 5 has 2 elements as well. So make sure you have all of the elements, reasoning statements, and artifacts ready to go for class on Monday. We'll start to spit, shine, and polish this thing so that it's ready to reflect you as a professional educator. Thanks for your time. We'll see you next time in class.